So how would we find the cube root of 343? Again, this is no calculator, right? So what do we have to do? Do rapid division. Okay, so it's not even, so it's not a 2. Does a 3 work? No. A 7 works? Really? Okay, 7, let's try it. 7 times 4 is 28, so that is a 6, 49. Look at that beautiful thing. So what's the cube root of that? 7. Okay, what's the difference between A and B? Oh, we have a square root and a cube root, and then we have to add the numbers together. So do you see how you have to really pay attention to see if it's a square root or a cube root, right? So 121, we should have that one memorized, right? That's 11. And maybe you even have this one memorized by now. What's that? This is the cube root of 216. It's 6, yeah. So we get 17. Okay, do we have the cube root of 64 memorized? Yeah. What is it? What's the cube root of 1,000? What's the square root of 25? What do I do next? Division. This is BEDMAS. It's always in play, right? So 10 divided by 5 is? 4 plus 2 is? 6. Bam! Okay. A right rectangular prism measures 9 inches by 8 inches by 24 inches. What are the dimensions of a cube with the same volume? So what would I have to do here? Anybody? I'm sorry? Yeah. Yeah, we need to find the volume first. Okay, so now if I'm finding the volume, I'm multiplying the 3 dimensions together. And then what am I going to do with that number? I'm going to take that number and do rapid division to do what? To find the? It's saying what's the dimensions of the cube. So what am I going to do with that volume? What do we know about a cube for volume? Volume. Volume of a cube is side cubed, right? Because it's this length times width times height, but it's the same. So what am I going to do with this number to figure out the side length? I'm going to cube root it. So my question to you is, does it make sense that I should multiply this all out? Because in a second, I'm going to be dividing it back. So what should I do that's more time efficient? Yeah. So do this in prime. So this is 3 times 3. This is 2 times 2 times 2. Maybe you want to do rapid division for 24. I don't know. What's 24? That would be 12, 2, 2, and a 3. So that is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So do you see my groups of 3s? So here's a group of 3. Here's a group of 3. And here's a group of 3. So what's my side length going to be? 2 times 3 times 2, or 2 times 2 times 3, which is, oops, I wrote that wrong, is 12. 12 what? Inches. Don't forget your units, right? So does everybody understand that question? Again, I could have multiplied this together, and I would have got a big number, but then I would have had to do rapid division to get all the primes again. So instead of multiplying it all together, just make it all a product of primes, and then it's easier to do it. So let's see if the same thing happens here. I don't know. A large aquarium has a volume of 125 meters cubed. It has a glass bottom and 4 sides, but no top. The edges are reinforced with angle iron. What is the area of the glass required? Okay, so I'm assuming, but they don't say that this is a cube. They don't say it's a cube. Okay, so the only way I could solve this is if this is a cube, right? all the sides are the same. So what would I do first? What would I do first? So I'm going to put that, this is a cube. I'm going to have to fix that up for next time. But anyways, so what would I do to find the area of the glass required? I don't know the dimensions right now. So how would I convert a volume to the dimension? Yeah. So angle iron is just, do you know like a blacksmith or whatever, they pound the you know what I mean, like to make it into shape or whatever. Yeah, no, it's kind of just a material. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, how am I going to figure out the side length here? It's a cube, right? I'm sorry? Yeah. Okay, so now do you understand that volume has nothing to do with having a top or not, right? Because if you fill the cube with water, it doesn't matter if it has a top or not. So the volume would be the same whether it has a top or not. The area would be changed though, like surface area, because you wouldn't have 6 sides of the cube now. How many would you have? 5. So that's the only difference between question number 10 essentially and what we're doing right now. So what's the first thing I have to do then? If I'm given the volume, I need to cube root it. So do you know what the cube root of that is? 5. And if you didn't know, you could do rapid division, but that was one I told you to memorize. Okay, so the side length is 5. That means this is a 5 by 5. So each face is an area of 25 square meters. And so how much is the area going to be? Area would be 5 times 25. Oh, isn't that kind of funny that we get 125 meters squared now? Interesting. Does that make sense to you, that we have 5 sides? What is the length of the angle iron required? It's almost like we should have had the length first on this example, because we already had to figure that out, right? All right.